Alright, what is up? If you're new to the channel, welcome. You're not gonna find any investment advice or loan sharkiness. If you come here and you were in Bitconnect or you're in any of these, I don't even want to, they're not ICOs, but the investment platforms, that's what they are. If you're in an investment platform or you're looking for the next big investment platform, you can just go ahead and click right off of this video because that's not what you're going to see. This is actually an alternative for the investment people because they just want to put their money in and then get money out, and it doesn't work like that. But you can actually still make money. So let's actually, here, I'll bring up, I made me a little slideshow to show you guys. So what we're working with right here, this is the Bitconnect Alternative. No more loans. So what I mean is, like, don't give out any more loans. Get away from the loan coins. Not just Bitconnect, which is now, they're out of the loan game because they're obviously, they shut down their lending platform. But don't invest another dollar or another BTC into something that you have no way to touch. So basically, if you're throwing money into some random hoopla company that promises you, 5 BTC a month, just stay away from it. If it's too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, then it is. Rolling on to the next one. What I'm talking about here is mining. That's what I'm trying to push some people towards. It's not for everybody, but the money that you make or the money that you invest into mining actually does physically buy something. So instead of putting out $500 into a loan and maybe making a little bit off of that, and they hold your money, when you spend $500 on mining, you actually buy hardware. You have stuff that you can touch. Like, at the end of the day, if everything crashes, you have a physical item. So the hardware will always be worth something. It's definitely not going to be worth like 100% value, or like right now, 150% value. It may only be worth 50% value by the time you're done with it. But this hardware does have a use other than actually mining. People can game on it. People use it for video processing, editing. So if you buy a $500 card and a year from now mining, or every crypto coin that you can possibly mine crashes or is unprofitable, I guarantee you'll be able to get rid of that thing for a couple $100. You probably by then already made your money back up on it, hopefully anyway. But yeah, so the idea is you buy the hardware and the hardware makes you money, sort of kind of like the loans and the investment coins that all these people were pushing. So the sky is the limit, and the best part about it is you're not locked in. So if you go and invest some money into this stuff and you decide you do not like it, you don't want to stay in it, you can sell your hardware back off. And if the market is profitable like it is now, I mean, hardware's selling fast. You could literally, some people are buying hardware like for a good deal and flipping it right now, and that's all they're doing. And you know what? That's an awesome hustle. It's not something I want to do, but it actually, absolutely makes sense. Like, hardware is in demand. What can I make? Mining is like a money tree in the sense that it grows coin, so to speak, but you definitely have to make sure that it grows more than it takes in fertilizer. I was just playing off the whole tree analogy, but what I mean by that is electricity, your maintenance on it, what it costs to actually keep these things up and running. So it's not like your investment loans where you just put money in there and it just comes out and you don't have to worry about any overhead. There is a slight overhead. You do have to pay electricity for these systems. You do have to babysit them a little bit. I work a full-time job and I check on my rigs in the morning. I check on them sometimes at lunchtime. I remote connect into them off my phone, and I check on them when I get home. I mean, these things are my babies. They make money. I want to make sure they have what they need. They're clean. Air dust them off a little bit, shine them up. Obviously, my systems don't look the best. I don't go for cosmetics as much, but I'm getting off track. One of the big things that's a little bit different is you can choose to mine a lot of different coins that may be worth more or less in the future. So trying to find out your profitability on a day-to-day basis is kind of hard. If you just chase the coin, whatever's the most profitable per day, it will drive you crazy. So yeah, depending on your investment, nothing is guaranteed and nothing is static. But I mean, that's almost with everything in life. Nothing is guaranteed. Just remember that. So with this knowledge, you can mine the steady coins and make profits for the day on what to mine. Or if you think a new coin will blow up, you can mine a bunch of those and hedge on the fact that you think it'll rise. And I believe some people actually did this with Zcash in the beginning. You know, they were mining up a bunch of Zcash, and then Zcash took off and like skyrocketed up past $300 and then $400, and a lot of people made a lot of money off that. But in the beginning, like, you need to find a coin that you believe in, or you know, some of the steady stuff like, you know, Zencash, Zcash, Ethereum. You can also use like a mining pool hub account to convert everything to BTC to be paid out in Bitcoin, or a NiceHash account. We'll go more into that later. But yeah, there's just a lot of options that there would not be on those other platforms. Just get those other platforms out of your head. What does it cost? Breaking it down into a single GPU, assuming you already have a desktop computer that you could just plop a GPU in. If you have a desktop computer that's like a full-size, big old, you know, like a tower computer that's made within the last 4 or 5 years, you can stick a graphics card into it, as long as it's not one of the small form factor ones. I'm gonna go with the RX 580 8GB right now. They cost around $359. That's like the current like good price on them. These cards should actually be in like the $250 to $280 range, but you're never gonna find them that cheap right now. They're just way too in demand, and sometimes they're even selling 400 plus for these things. Don't buy them. Don't buy ridiculously overpriced hardware. But anyway, mining Ethereum at 31 mega hash. That's currently what I'm getting on my Sapphire Nitro 580 8GB card. On March 14th, 2018, it's only generating me $1.51 a day, or 0.0024 Ethereum. Quick math, that's 237 days to pay off this GPU. That's a long time to make your money back on that one graphics card. But Ethereum currently right now is only valued at $607 per coin. This is the lowest it's been in months. I mean, I was looking back, and all the way back to like what was it, December and stuff. It's that, so it's the lowest it's been now in a long time. And I actually think Ethereum is around $1,000, you know, coin right now. So the market's really low, everything's down, so I think Ethereum's going to go up. So you do have to take that into account. You're not mining dollars, you're mining coins. So this 0.0024 coin is going to be worth more if you think Ethereum will be worth more in the future. So if you don't cash out your coins every single time you get paid, potentially you're mining more today than you're actually mining in fiat. You know, this you know, if Ethereum's at $1,200, for example, and you have this amount, then you're mining at $3 a day. And at $3 a day, that cuts your 237 days in half. You know, what's that, 117 days, so a little over 3 months. So just, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Like, it's hard to make everything make sense in a day snapshot. You got to look over a long period of time. And then how do I get started? There's tons of YouTube videos out there from a lot of different channels. I'm not just going to pimp out my stuff, but I do have some stuff where I've assembled some systems and done like a kind of like a basic guide. But there's some people out there that have done a way better job than me. Just a few of the good channels that I personally have learned a lot from before I even started making my own videos were Vosk Coin. He has a wealth of knowledge, and I really like his setup, and awesome YouTube channel. Son of a Tech, he's actually, when I started watching his stuff, he was starting to push a lot of like the Hive OS, which I'm currently testing right now. I haven't made a video on it right now. Actually, it's a good software, but he's kind of like tiptoeing into new stuff all the time. Bits be trippin', awesome guides. He has a lot of like live streams where he goes into, you know, tangents on all kinds of different stuff. And then UFD Tech, you'll probably recognize that guy by the white guy from South Africa that yells at the camera a lot. Still awesome guy, awesome channel, makes a bunch of good content, and he's kind of turned more into like, I get a lot of news now from his channel. He started throwing out a lot of like crypto news, which is cool to see. I'm, you know, more for the community the better. But One of the easiest ways I tell people to get started, and it's not necessarily the best way. Don't get me wrong. Just because I'm pimping out NiceHash doesn't mean it's the actual best way to get mining. But if you're talking about you got one graphics card and you just want to mine a little bit, NiceHash is a good alternative. There's also some other called, Awesome Miner and stuff like that. The reason why I tell people to start off with NiceHash in the beginning, because it's a super simple setup, and once you get it up and set up, it pays out in Bitcoin, which is right now one of the only coins that's currently accepted, like in tons of different areas and tons of different places. So it's easily exchangeable, depending on wherever you live in the world. And so far, I've been using NiceHash personally up into today, and I still use it on one of my rigs, so I do know that it actually works. It's hard to recommend something that you don't actually use. So I use NiceHash and I use Simple Miner, and I've been testing the waters with some other stuff, so that's a good start. If you want to find any information on just about anything, I'm going to put some links down below. I'm going to link all these other guys' channels, and if you have any questions or comments, please comment down below. This is definitely not made for my normal audience that watches all my videos. This is kind of trying to branch out into like another section of YouTube where a lot of these guys are doing like all these. I think there was like Davor Coin, like Falcon Coin. I mean, there's so many of these investment like style coins, and they get people to pump all this money into it. And you know what? I'm not going to act like I was above it, because in the beginning, if you go all the way back to my first couple videos, I invested in a thing called Bitconnect, and I don't want anybody else to lose any more money, because a lot of people have lost a lot of money with Bitconnect. But I invested in a company called Bitconnect, and it wasn't a company, it was a sham. And basically it was like a Bitconnect-esque style company where, you put your money in and it generates more money through like trading bots and all this hoopla, but it doesn't generate any more money. It's a Ponzi scheme, and it was paying out. I got in at like the last couple days, so I invested my money. I put in 0.01 Bitcoin, which, at the time actually was worth a good amount, because it was at the close to the end of last year. And then 2 days later, the website went down, money's gone. I made a couple videos on it. A lot of people had lost a lot more money than me. I got lucky because, after I saw it was making money, and actually like I had 2 days of I withdrawed money, I believe, and I was wanting to put more money into it. And that's how those investment coins work. They kind of like suck you in. So instead of investing in somebody else, you need to invest in yourself. You can get these graphics cards, you can build these systems. None of this stuff takes any kind of rocket science. Everything here is just pretty much plug and play, and a little bit of hardware, a little bit of software, and a little bit of like ingenuity. Actually, here, I'll switch over to my other camera. Yeah, okay. I'm back over to my other camera, and I'm going to just pan over. This is the system that I have sitting next to me. It's currently the system that I use for, the computer that I'm on right now. It's got, a GTX 1080 here, a 1080 there. It's got a splitter, and then running up to 3 1050 Ti's and a 1030 over there just chilling. So I'm mining on every single one of those cards except for the 1080 and my CPU, which I'm currently using right now to process these videos and record these videos. So you can set yourself up. And what I wanted to showcase off is this rack that everything's sitting on is a like $9.99, like a $10 shoe rack. It's nothing special. Like there's no like mysteries and like hidden information. If anything, now like there's so much mining information out there that like you can figure out everything just a couple clicks of the mouse, YouTube, and if all else fails, you can always just comment down below, email somebody. I'm horrible about getting back to my emails in a timely manner, so just know if you do email me, which you're welcome to, anybody and everybody, my email will be down below also. It takes me a while to get back. I get a couple emails a day. You can also join. I have a Discord channel, and I have a ton of people in there that have a way more experience than me, and they even help me out too. There's some awesome guys in there. Just they know a wealth of information. So if you have any questions, you can jump over to the Discord, send me an email, comment down below. I'm sure somebody will actually check in with you and check it out. So I hope I kind of helped maybe sway some people away from the investment loan coins, and I just don't want anybody to lose any more money. And a lot of people would tell me like, oh, why are you driving more people to mining? It's going to raise graphics card prices. It's going to make it less profitable for you. But honestly, I made this whole channel to document and also help other fellow miners. So why would I want to exclude people? I want to bring them together, and we'll all make some money and we'll all have a good time. This is definitely not about getting rich. That would be a nice side effect or a nice bonus, but it's just about making a little bit of money. You can start out slow, start out low in a small case scenario, and then kind of build it up. And before you know it, that's like me. A year ago, I had one graphics card. It was a GTX 750. And I never would have thought I would have had a GTX 1080 or some like almost top tier level graphics card. And now I think I counted them out the other day. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 22, 21 graphics cards currently mining. So, well, I'm not using the one I'm streaming on right now, so 20. But yeah, when I turn that one back on, 21 graphics cards mining for me, and just earning some residual income, and it's still absolutely profitable on every card that I have, minus the GTX 750. It's not profitable on that one. It's actually just break even, but I let it mine anyway. Whatever. I think the prices on these things are going to go back up, so technically in my mind it is profitable. But I'm going to quit rambling. Thank you guys for watching. This is Brandon with Brandon Coin. I'll see y'all on the next one. And if you did make it to the end of the video, props to you. Thank you for watching my stuff. I did want to just give a shout out to Spartan Mining. He gave me the intro for this video. On the last one, he said he wanted to tweak it a little bit and change it, so this is a new intro. And yeah, so thank you, Spartan. Link for his channel is down below. He does a bunch of AMD stuff. He's actually working on a BIOS mod video for the RX 560s, so I'm going to check that when it comes out. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Adios.